Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. My name is Jamila. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, hi. So today I am going to be showing you all one of the very important things that my mom taught me as a kid that I have found very useful. Growing up, I learned a lot of things from my mom, and I am so grateful that she, taught us some of these basic life skills, not just because we are women, but because at the end of the day, we are always going to be able to help ourselves whenever we need to. Over the weekend, I and Khairia set up my sewing machine. I made her school uniform from Nigeria, her school bottom, even her brother's. But the tailor missed something I had told him not to do, to not use zippers for her or button or anything like that, because it is always difficult for me to fix them when they go bad here. But he still went ahead and he used zip. And because the time I gave him to make the clothes honestly was really, really short, so I did not have the opportunity to go back to him to fix it. However, she's not been able to wear her skirt, she's just been able to wear her trousers, and even the trousers I still have to fix something. This is a lifestyle channel, so let me know if there is anything. Hopefully I'll be able to do so. If there is anything you'd want me to bring to help you ease your life as a mom in living in the diaspora, I think we're going to make this a series. So this is also going to be a standalone content. Don't expect it to be extremely long. It is just to motivate you to be able to get on learning skills that you will find useful and possibly pass from generation to generation. So as much as I know how to use the sewing machine to sew, I also know how to use regular needle to make stitches, stitches that will make your clothes and your button and your whatever stay very, very good, whether concealed stitching or open stitch. I know how to use this one. This one I learned when I was in primary 6. I don't have any kind of video to show how to set up your sewing machine. If you ever get one, just click on YouTube, it will help you. But I started to fix the skirt for her. So the particular problem with this skirt is the waist is too tight, not tight that she cannot use, but for her it just makes her so uncomfortable. So the easiest way to do this is to extend the waist, and I'm going to do so by not even reducing the zipper. I'm just going to use conceal hook and that you see on your trousers or skirts as well. So I started to sew this one, and my needle broke because this fabric is really, really thick. I bought this on Amazon. It's called the skirt or trouser extender. Normally, if you have a trouser or a skirt that has either or of these, it would have been easier. Then you just insert this on your own side, then you hook it using any of these three. Just imagine your bra extender, right? If your bra is too tight, you have an extender to open it up for you. By the way, I have my sewing kit. I've always had this bag that has everything, so I found it. So this is what it looks like. So you get two of these and you stitch one to the other end of the skirt and you stitch one to another end of the skirt. This is going to help. So in this video I am going to show you 3 easy ways to, or 3 must have things that you need as a mom that can really help you fix everything. Maybe fix your clothes, emergency fixing, and all those things. So the number one we are learning is using your sewing machine, and this is just for heavy duty, let's say small to heavy duty needs. Other would be buttons, which you would need your needle. Where is it? Buttons, which you need needles, of course, and you need your threads, variety of threads. So it's not intimidating, it's not a difficult skill to learn. It is just for you to know how to pedal, and how basically that's just know how to pedal. So for this machine, it comes with this simple foot pedal, and it's the Singer machine, and it is called the amendment machine. And that is, I decided to buy this because I had the heavy duty one. It went bad and I couldn't fix it on my own, so I just gifted it. So I know that I don't sew for myself to wear. So let me get started with this, and I hope you're motivated to learn all these basic skills so that you can pass it on to your children. And in this moment, I just want to say a very big thank you to my mom for all the skills that she made us learn as kids. So I want to change the needle of this. It broke, like I mentioned earlier, and there are different sizes of needles, but that is not why we're here today. Let me just take this out of the way. You can also pick your accessories from Walmart. The only thing you need to pay attention to when you are changing your needle is just the position, which if of course you pick up sewing as a skill you want to learn. When you're learning actively, you are going to be told all of these, the types of needles, the sizes. So this is the part I have already sewn. If you can see my hand from here, this is what I have already sewn on it. So I am just going to continue. The fabric is really thick, so just going to try to put it in the, to centralize it. There is this lever here that I'm moving that allows the foot to, they call it foot, well I call it foot. So yeah, you pull it down just to put your fabric in place. One side down. The tricky part now is to make sure that this side works in a way that it hooks and it's hooking like this when she wears it, so that this is not showing, right? So let's try that. As you're sewing it, you're moving your fabric forward so that to help the mechanism work. And I'm going to tighten it now, and yes, there's this hook here that allows you to cut your thread without using scissors. I'm so excited doing this. And yes, we have our skirt. So I'm going to trim out excess threads. So this is it, all done, using the same sides of this. So when she's going to wear it, you know, she zips up like this, then she can extend it by putting it on any of this hook, whether one, whether the third, the second, you know. Hopefully this doesn't affect her. If she ever complains that this side is affecting her, then I'll just look for a way to remove it from it. But so I'll go ahead to do the second skirt, and we'll come with the second tip. Hey fam, so I am done fixing her skirts. I'm so excited. So this is what she has now, two flaps. If this does not still work for her or she's not comfortable, I might just end up getting it. By the way, all of these things you can get it on Amazon. Another thing I wanted to mention is that when you're buying an extender like this, so that it fits perfectly, make sure that you're buying the size of your band, you know, your waistband. This, when I measured it, it was 2 inches. The mistake I made was that there are two different sizes. The tailor made two different band size. This one is about 3 inches. This one is perfectly 2 inches. One other must-have item as a mom, just to help you through your day, through your duty as a mom, anytime you are stuck with clothes maintenance. So this is a lifesaver. This is a sticky two double-sided tape, as you'd call it, but this one is transparent one. So it's double-sided because once you, if you have clothes that are loose, maybe off shoulder, or clothes that are not staying in place, and you really want to wear it like abaya, you know, when you wear your abaya and it's not, it keeps falling off, or your chiffon veil, you remove this part. You see, this is what you are left with a very transparent item. Then you put it, then you put your abaya or your veil. Sorry, you put your veil, or you put your you just use it to hold your clothes in place basically. This one I love a lot. Sometimes when I put on clothes and the chest, it keeps opening up, or I just put this on my chest, and I pull my clothes, and it just stays put. You wouldn't know because it's not going to move anywhere. Or if you are someone with uneven shoulder blades and your bra is never staying in place, so you just make sure that you put your tape before you wear your bra and it stays. Or even if you want to wear a bra but you want to put on off shoulder outfits, you want to let loose your bra and you want your bra to remain in position, you just do that as well. There are many ways to use this tape, for myself, for the kids, even for the mister when he loses a button in a shirt and we are in a hurry, we can't fix it. Sometimes I use magnets to hold it in place. Sometimes I just use this to hold it in place, and before anybody notices anything, you are long gone. Hey fam, welcome back to day 2 of Mommy Skills content. Today I am going to show you people how to hem your outfits for yourself, for your kids, your spouse, if you have an emergency. It is called the hemming tape. The hemming tape is a sticky tape that you can use to fold in or hem the edges of your outfits, your sleeves, your dresses, your pants. If you, or even put together, how will I put it? Stitch your clothes if you have an emergency and you don't have any form of needle sewing skill or machine sewing skill. So it's always good to have your hemming tape around. This is what the hemming tape looks like. It comes in about 2 inches wide, and this one that I have is 3 yards. I got the one in black, white, and blue. You can get a variety of colors on Amazon. I'm going to remember to put the links this time around. And before you use it, you have to make sure that your clothes have, I think there are specific materials, but I'm not sure. We are going to see in this video today. But hopefully it should work for a whole wide range of materials, including denim. The reason why it was even created was largely for denim fabrics. Before you use your hemming tape, make sure that you measure out what you need for the length that you need, straighten it out, iron it out, and before you start placing your hemming tape. And when you're placing it, in the event where it is wider, I think I mentioned it in the demonstration. I'm going to show you the demonstration video. If it is wider, you just double it. So before you can also use it, you need to wet it because it shrinks. It is sticky. The action of heat is going to make it shrink. Imagine your shrink wrap, for this, and when you use your heat on it and it just shrinks. That is what this one can do. So Karia has a total of 3 trousers. The reason why I need to hem them, even though they are well sewn, is because she's very tall and she grows very quickly. She's tall and she grows very quickly, so I always plead with tailors that need to make her outfits, whether dresses or trouser, to please leave allowance of about 2 to 3 inches growth before so that she's able to use the clothes for a longer period of time. So whenever she outgrows the clothes in length, because sometimes she doesn't even need to outgrow it in her body size, it's just in length. So we can easily loosen it and let her continue using it. So the trousers that were made were actually properly made. However, when he was doing his own hemming of the trousers, he did not I had to do one just to demonstrate to you people. He used regular gum stay. Regular gum stay is not going to give what it should give, and it's going to wash off very quickly because it is not that strong. Gum stay is just usually used for when you want to give clothes a structure, not a structure that is supposed to last very, very long, but for new use, and when you consistently wash it. And even back in the day when we use gum stay, we kind of even double it. We double it too, so that when you have to wash and re-iron, it still gets that form. So he did that, and one wash and everything was already opened up, so I had to quickly, come to the rescue as a mom, and I got the hemming tape. I mean, this is something you can easily just buy off of Amazon, and they deliver in 24 hours, depending on how quickly that you need it. But if it is something that I feel like every mom should have and have handy at home, you don't have to wait till you need emergency, then you buy it. So this is what it looks like once you stick on iron on your hemming tape. This is good because you won't see any visible stitching lines on here. And the problem is that when they did theirs, they used gum stay, regular gum stay, and one wash, everything just dissolved. So this hem stay can withstand washing. That is what it is created for. And in the event where she outgrows this current length, I can just loosen it up and release it, because the good thing he did was he weaved the edge of the pant. I'm going to go ahead now to do the second one. So I'm just going to try to cut out the remaining strip for this. I know I'm just doing amateur cutting right now. I did it wrongly. So far, I am done with her trousers. This is a total of two. It is supposed to be three, but we encountered a fabric emergency with this third one. The hem tape might not work for some fabric. I think it will not work for silk. So I'm going to still try to figure it out. Maybe it's my heat that was too low, because I did lower the heat. This is silk, and I don't. Is this silk? Oh yeah, it is silk, and I didn't want it to burn, so I lowered the heat and I started to cut it, but it was getting too tiring and I left it, and I proceeded to doing the other one. So this is Jamila from the future, and I did tell you that I was going to try to figure out this one to see if it is my fault that it is not sticking on the fabric, and actually it is. So what I did was to drench both the fabric, because it is really soft. This requires high heat and it is really soft. This fabric is silk, it can easily burn, and so I had to just drench it in water, drench the stuff in water itself, so that by the time the heat does not really affect it. So I'm going to come and try it again, even though I have damaged one part of this. So for recap, I shared this double-sided fashion tape. This one, it is for every woman out there. The second thing I shared is the hemming tape. This hemming tape is also a must have iron on hemming tape. It is solid, it is durable, and please, when you're buying things on Amazon, when you're reading reviews, please also read instructions, because half of the people that leave reviews on Amazon are people that are either angry, haven't actually used the product as they should, and the next thing they are complaining, this is not working, this is not working. And the biggest is actually this, the M1000 mending machine from Singer as well. There are other brands, but this is the one that I have. But I hope you all have enjoyed this video and have learned one or two things from it. Let me know if there are other mommy skills that you would like to learn on this channel, and I will be sure to bring it to you if I know how to do it. If I don't, we will learn together. See you in my next video. Bye and stay blessed.